Hey, it's Arrowhertz, and I'm having a bit of a weird night. So, I get home from work, and knock, knock, knock on the door, and I'm pretty sure she was drunk. Some drunk lady talking about some company being discriminatory and prejudiced towards Christians and brown people, and then she told me that they discriminate against atheists and theists, to which I had to explain to her that can't really be discrimination, I suppose, if that would encompass everyone. And then, we sat down and we talked about that for a bit, and she talked about some company. I don't know if any of this is true, so don't take my word for it. Okay, but don't do that. Okay. So Pfizer. It sounds like some kind of like Transformer or something. I'm Pfizer. Right? And then, so apparently they're like, we have these religious beliefs, and you are not allowed to have them. That's what I was being told. And she's talking about, the Canadian Charters of Freedoms, and says here in 1892. I'm like, oh, okay. That's a company. I'm pretty sure companies can do what they want. I don't know. It's kind of hazy. I'm going to figure out with that. But then I take a nap, and then I wake up, and buff, more knocking on the door. And I go and I answer the door, and then I don't see anybody, and I open the door for a second, and then this person just slides right in. And I'm like, who the hell are you? And this person just is just like, shh, be quiet. And then they close the door, and then they look at the door, and then they run into my apartment for a second, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then they look into my bathroom, turn around, and run right out as if they had, seen some atrocity. I don't know, my bathroom's not that bad, is it? I don't know. Well, it's pretty clean. I don't know. But still, you don't just barge into someone's apartment and be like, shh. Was I harboring a fugitive there? Well, apparently it might have been that way, because only 5-10 minutes later, I see a bunch of police cruisers right outside my building, and I see that person being taken away. They seem to have asked for a ride, and they were trying to get into a church, and they were doing all this stuff, and they were being taken out of a van that looked like it was a mother and kids. So this was some crazy person who I must have narrowly avoided having a situation and that's a good thing, I guess. Not really, because that means there's still this crazy person that had to do that to some mother and kids in their minivan. Don't do that. That's not cool. Don't barge into people's houses and be like, shh, it's fucked. And if you're going to claim that companies are racist against theists and atheists and brown people, which I had to clarify, I had to ask, does that mean not white people? I was just going to be blunt and right to the point. I'm not going to be like, does that mean black people? Does that mean native people? Does that mean this? Does that mean this? Does that mean this? Do you mean not white people? And this person was just like, well, it means this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And then I was like, does that mean this? And I added another one. Yes. And this? Yes. And this? Yes. So does it mean not white people? Yes. So, okay. The whole thing sounded very, very, very shiesty. But, I guess we'll see about that now, won't we? So, it's been 11 days now, I think. So I'm almost on 2 weeks with quitting smoking. I started eating a lot more and exercising, and I still get cravings, and I still every so often want to have a smoke, but I've not had one. I've even been standing with people who've had them and sitting with people who've been having them, and I've not been wanting one. I just kind of saw them have one. I was just like, oh, okay. So I seem to be handling that fairly well. You know, I'm not using gum or one of those inhalers or whatever those are, the e-cigarettes, or a patch. I'm just going with it. So that's pretty good. And yeah, drinking more water. Water. It is key, especially in Zelda. And you know what I'm talking about. Water, Zelda, key. Yeah, I hate the water temple in Zelda 64. A lot of people do, because they think that you can get stuck and ruin your game, but they're really just forgetting about the key underneath the block that floats up when the water gets filled. That's really all it is. You're just forgetting about that key. So now that I've fixed that for you, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, like, share, respond, reply, Marty McFly. Just do something. Come on, do a dance. Do a video response. Wait, you do a dance where you make a little love and get down tonight, right? Where it's on Saturday night. Boom, boom. Saturday night. Gonna be all right. You know, making love until the money comes, right? You have to do it like that, and otherwise you're just not doing it right. Peace.